Hey everybody, get on in here. I am sitting in my chair because I have two young men out back pressure washing. Not that I have to supervise them, but every once in a while they look in here and they want to know what to do next. So I don't want to walk away and leave them. There is nothing like pressure washing your back deck. And I now have blue furniture, my patio furniture, deck furniture, about this color of the shirt I have on. I had no clue I had blue furniture. Well, I did, but it's been a while. It's been a long while. But the guys are out there. These are my insurance fellow. It's his boys. He's got 3 boys and a daughter. And this is his 17-year-old and his 15-year-old. And they are great friends with my grandson, Ethan. And their summer job just evaporated because of the virus. They were supposed to be working at a park, and they didn't get to have a job this summer. So they needed money, and they're hard working, and they just got back from a summer trip with the Boy Scouts where they went to the Boundary Waters up in upper Wisconsin and Minnesota, up in there, and they had 10 days, and they're pretty much worn out. They got home Sunday, and that was Palmer's birthday, and then they went mountain biking yesterday. So these are good boys, and they're just very polite, and they're good kids. They've been homeschooled, and they are just really. I taught them how to fly fish a while ago, sitting in the living room, because I made them come in the house. It was thundering outside, and they can't hear it because they have on ear protection, and they have this huge pressure washer going, and they can't hear the thunder. Well, I heard the thunder out the front door because my front door is open, and I just said, okay, that's enough. We just can't do this anymore. They got to come in the house. And so they came in the house and sat for about 15-20 minutes till the storm went to Leanne's house. Anyway, it was fun. Oh, don't you just love this hair? This hair is getting me. It's a little dirty right now. I probably need to go in the bathroom, take 2 minutes and wash it. I can swish and swipe my hair. Did y'all know that? And Leanne, I'm telling you what, I'm going to get her. We're fasting today. I called her this morning first thing, and I said, I think I need to fast today. Just fast. I just need to, fasting is good. And next Monday is the sprint, so get signed up for the sprint. Y'all go to savingdinner.com/sprint. Get signed up. But she had me eating 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in a cup full of water with, I put vitamin C water, and I couldn't swallow them with a spoon, y'all. I couldn't do it with a spoon. It's like eating fish eggs. But I can use a straw and do it. And I did, and I had it done. I got it done. So they have to sit for a couple hours. So I did it at noon, and by 2 o'clock I could start eating the chia seeds. So Monday is our sprint, so get signed up. The boys are doing a fantastic job on my back deck. Like I said, my furniture isn't green anymore. It's this color blue. It's a powder coat blue. It's beautiful. And I'm so proud to have fresh new furniture. Well, the chia seeds just plain, they swell up in your gut. But if you eat them already swelled up, it's kind of like tapioca, y'all. It's kind of like tapioca. Don't you just love these curls? Curls are happening for days. But Palmer's hair, Tulip didn't know what to do with little Mr. Palmer. Palmer has naturally curly hair, and it's curly. It's really curly. And I don't think Tulip had ever seen anybody with curly hair. So I had to give him some treats and to give to Tulip so she would love him up. And sure enough, she practically jumped in his lap. Oh, wow. It's funny. But my back deck is looking so good. It's been a long time. I had a 13-year-old. Willow did it. Rebecca's daughter did it for me when she was 13, and now she's 16, 17. So it's been a while since we had it done. But it is looking good, and it won't be slimy anymore. Justin wouldn't let me go, and Robert wouldn't let me walk out there when it was wet. It was slick. It was really slick, y'all. So take some time. You know, embrace the curls. You can get some stuff and put in your curls, and it makes them like do little ringlets and fun stuff. I bet that's what Palmer does. But they're both musicians, and I talked to them about our albums when we made our Fly Lady CDs, and when we did our spoken word books, and producing Eric's albums. They were all interested in that. And then I taught them how to fly fish sitting in this chair. You got to wrap your head around it. Sometimes if you just wrap your head around it for a little bit, you can get it done. And I had to wrap my head around the chia seeds. Yeah, I had to do it. Because number one, sometimes you just need a little more fiber than what you've been getting. Because I haven't been eating as many salads as I usually do. And then just needed a bit more fiber. You can tell when you need more fiber in your diet. So I decided to sit right here. Now, next week, we're in zone 2. That's our kitchen. The rest of this week, we're in zone 1. It starts tomorrow. Today's the 30th. I got my hair cut last Wednesday. I not really cut, but I got it trimmed and shaped up so that I can do something with it. And I really can. Leanne did something with it on Saturday. She fixed my hair. So it's a good day in the neighborhood. It's trying to rain, but the boys said, Miss Marla, we're already wet, and we'll just stay out here. And I said, okay, you can do that. But if I hear thunder, you got to come in the house. So we do. They're taking turnabout. They're good boys. They're taking turnabout. I've been real proud of them. They have this big monster pressure washer. You can hear it going on. You can really hear it. They're good boys. Anytime you can give a young man a job to do and they do it. There's Amy. She's got some boys too. Aaron is on a mission trip and he's in Wisconsin. So I've been keeping up with Aaron. I like to watch all my babies get big. And they grow up before you know it, y'all. They grow up before you know it. And Anna, Amy's daughter, was born like 2 days after we debuted the Flying CD. She didn't get to come she couldn't travel. She was in Vegas. We got lots of stories to tell. So it's always fun, y'all. Enjoy. My granny always told me, travel while you can. Because when you get old, you can't. And now we can't travel because of COVID. Oh yeah, he's getting big. And her little one, Jackson, had a birthday. And Ivy is her baby. So y'all, she's got a house full of babies, and I just love to watch them grow up. Just watch them grow up. She only had 2 when I first met her. What's your second child's name? I can't remember. I know Aaron. Is it Jacob? Yeah. She was ready to pop. That's right. She was ready to pop. She couldn't travel to Salt Lake City, but we had the Fly Baby Chorus to do it good. It was a wonderful day. Jacob, I did remember it. I did remember it. Aaron and Jacob were the 2 toddlers. The 2 toddlers that she worked around raising them and doing her first CD. that she sent me, and I just cried. What was the name of your first CD, Amy? What was the name of your first CD? Because it had the one about the little carrots in it. Anyway, it's just beautiful. You can go to, put your website in here so they can go see your album, your first one. These boys are tall. They're so muddy. Oh, they're gonna have to pressure wash their legs. He loves me still. Oh, it's just a beautiful, beautiful. Website is getting updated. Oh no. Well, her husband's a web genius, so he can get it going. But she'll tell us when it gets finished. These boys are doing a great job. I have wood floors again. How much of a stock up does everyone have right now? I have about 2 months worth. That's so good, Jean. That is so good. I have probably 6 month stock in my refrigerator, well, in my freezer, in my pantry, and I have some emergency food too. So I have about a 6 month stock. Leanne has probably about that too. Now we might run out of veggies. Pardon me. Wow, that came out of nowhere. But we're doing good and getting stocked up and always having a stock ahead of time. I learned this from a wonderful woman who's a Mormon woman who did. She taught me how early on. Somehow I got her cookbooks when I was just a young mother, and I started stocking up on things, and it just made having a stocked pantry is an essential tool when it comes to being able to cook, because you don't have to run to the grocery store for everything. And Leanne has taught us this. Leanne has taught us this many times on how to get your pantry stocked and have everything you need. We probably need to recycle that, Leanne, on getting your pantry stocked up and being ready for an emergency, like getting laid off. And that's one of the things this precious Mormon woman, and I have the books in the studio because I bought them off eBay, but she taught us how to do first in, first out with your frozen food and your pantry items. And when you do that, you always have a fresh stock. Yeah, she has that blog post somewhere because I've sent it out before. I can probably search for it. But a stocked pantry is essential. And having stocked spices, I mean, these are all basic things. Having a stocked pantry is very important. Send that whole list to Robert. I don't know about that. That would be the topic for the next conference. Well, I think we'll do some back to basics stuff, because with school starting, or you're going to be homeschooling one way or the other, you're going to need to get back to the basic things. And we talked about this Saturday. If you didn't watch it, we talked about 5 things that you could do that would really keep you on top of things. So what is it? Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes every day. Empty your dishwasher. Put in a load of laundry. I'd have to go back to my studio to find the author's name, and I'll give it to you tomorrow morning. Do a load of laundry every day. We talked about it. What was the other thing? Empty your dishwasher. So let me start back. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Swish and swipe your bathroom. Empty your dishwasher. Put in a load of laundry and what's for dinner. And getting stocked up on paper products. If you use purple rags and silver rags, you don't need as many paper products. I use this one to wipe my eyeglasses several times a day because I touch them with my hands. The boys are rotating the things around. They're helping each other. That's just, I didn't have a brother growing up. I have a brother that I found as an adult in 2009, but I didn't grow up with a brother, so I don't understand brothers. But these brothers are pretty good. They're good boys. They dropped something off the edge, and Palmer had to go down and get it. So their names are Moultrie and Palmer, and they're just good boys. And they're musicians too. Palmer is a percussionist. Oh, they took my wind chimes down. They'll put them back. They're going to do the handrails now. And they're going to work until 4:30, so they have about another hour to go. Getting good spices is important to having spicing up your life. Leanne's got an essay on spicing up your life too. I mean, if we at one time we wanted to do a core 4 spices, and it would be garlic, and always I can't cook without an onion, but garlic and onion are my core 4 seasonings. And then, but you can always have backup garlic in your spice drawer. Garlic and onions. And then basil, oregano. These are some core 4 spices. So we might put together some core 4 spices too. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be kind of cool. We put together our tea, which is several teas in one. These boys, they're doing such a good job. I'm going to have to paint the deck now. I'll show you the deck tomorrow, and my brand new furniture. And my brand new furniture. The tea is on the way, Leanne says. Salt and pepper. Well, I try not to use as much salt, but we like that Himalayan salt, and we like fresh ground pepper. If you've never used a pepper mill, you should get a pepper mill, because it is the best flavor of pepper you will ever. A pepper mill, fresh ground, it's like nothing else. I like to use, what is core 4? Well, we have supplements that we call our core 4 supplements, and they're in both of our websites. This core 4 supplements are powerful, and you get calcium, magnesium, CoQ10, B complex, and vitamin D3. So that's our core 4. And if you'll take those every day and be consistent with it, you're going to be blown away about how much better you feel. If you will drink your water. Now today I've been playing a little game with myself. I went into my vase that I keep my feather duster in, and I got these little glass globbies in there, little marbles that have been melted, and I got me out 8 of them. And I put them in a circle with one in the middle. Circle with one in the middle. And what I did, when I get through, the last one is going to be the center of the daisy. How cool is that? Keeping up with your water. So if you do 8-ounce glasses, that's 64 ounces of water every day. And I'm not counting the water and the liquid I'm drinking in right here. So I've got my water bottle from right by my chair. It's just a little thing, little game you play. And our supplements are made in Ohio. They get all twisted up. They're doing The untwisty dance right now. They're going to get soaking wet. And tomorrow I'll try to be out front so you can see my hibiscus. They're blooming like crazy. They got 4 or 5 blooms on each one of them. I'm sitting under my light. This is where I work all day, right in front of my details on your pantry meals. Well, Leanne used to do a pantry meal that was like a go-to meal when you didn't have any time. She always kept cheese in her either freezer or in her crisper box. But she would do something like black beans quesadillas. Doesn't that sound wonderful? So right now, when things, supplies are being gotten in, get your inventories built up of your toilet paper. If you use paper towels, I rarely use paper towels, but I do have some of those paper towels that come in boxes that I keep in my bathroom for people to dry their hands on. I like to have individual hand drying things. And then get stocked up, and then stay ahead. Don't wait till you run out. Don't wait till you run out. When you use up a container, buy a new one. And then you put that at the back and you keep rotating them. That's why I get major points during the pandemic. I really did, because we didn't run out of toilet paper. We did not run out of toilet paper. I have it ordered. It comes every month. And I know, and I learned this from this lady in Utah, who taught me, when you get something, write the date on it that you start using it, and then see how often you run out, and that tells you how often you need to buy it. So when I buy one thing and I start using it, I have a backup. When I grab the backup, I get another one and I have another backup. If you're really on top of this, you'll have 2 backups. You'll have 2 backups. So if you've got like a 3-month supply. I have about a 6-month supply of toilet paper. Yes, I do. It would have made good emergency money exchange during the pandemic. Let's see, what type of emergency food do you have? I have, I promoted this for one of the guys, Wise. I think it's Wise something. I don't know what it is, but you can look for emergency food called Wise and you can find it. Some young men in Utah. And it's just some great stuff. And they have low carb emergency food. This is good stuff to have. But I also have regular food. I have frozen vegetables. I have frozen meat. Their company is great, and we have supported them in the past. Our sponsor, they've been a sponsor for me on Blog Talk Radio, I believe it was. But it comes in bins, and it's just, and it's great for going camping too. The guys are doing such an amazing job. I think I'll tell them they get the back deck done, they can go home. That might be it. The name might have changed a couple of times. Now they're doing my doormat. Yeah, thanks for sharing our video, and thanks for the stars. I'm saving up my stars, y'all, because I want some red chairs for my front porch. Yeah, I do. And I'm saving my stars. And you know those stars add up. Just like anything adds up if you do it every day. If you do it every day. That's the beauty of it. Do something every day. We're practicing swish and swipe in our bathrooms. Swishing and swiping in our bathrooms, doing it every day keeps your bathroom smelling great. Swishing and swiping, practicing this habit is going to change your life. You're never going to be ashamed of your bathroom. Never, ever. Well, folks, we've spent the last 30 minutes. Yeah, it never hurts to get a deer either. And a little fish. Good supply of fish. Well, folks, y'all have a great rest of your day. Swish and swipe changed my life too. You can do it. You really can. It's too wet to spray paint right now. You can't spray paint anything right now. And everything's got to dry. How do you get stars and what are they used for? They come from, I think you have to buy the ability to give people stars. And I don't know how to do that. I've never done it on Facebook. I've done it on Periscope. I give little hearts to Scott Adams. And he had a rough morning. Nothing was working, and so after about 5 minutes, he said, "I'll talk to y'all tomorrow." It's one of those days. He's been having some death threats, which is what's the word? Disconcerting. It's uncalled for. And you know, he just tries to help people learn about persuasion and do all kinds of things. So pray for Scott. He is not a believer, so we need to pray for Scott to become a believer. But Scott Adams, the Dilbert cartoonist, but he's taught me a lot of things. So folks, tomorrow's July 1st. Yeah, the first day of another month. Today's the last day of this month. We're going to be reading the book of Proverbs, one chapter a day. And you do this every month. And you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to teach your children a lot. You will. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing our video with people. That makes me happy. Really does make me happy. And because you're helping other people to find the peace that they need in their life. Yes, it is Canada Day tomorrow. That's right. It's Canada Day tomorrow. I forgot about that. I love you all. See you later.